Mr. Fitzgerald?
Harris!
Hickok's coming.
Warned you, Harris. You're lying about me. You know this ain't true.
It's close enough, Mr. Hickok.
Look, I work for the Pony Express. That's it. And I ain't leaving until you print that.
Write a letter to the editor.
Pull it, Jimmy. Your newspapers were supposed to print the truth. You guys don't give a damn about the truth.
You tell him. The Plains Courier is a disgrace.
Mind your own business, McCoy.
I never printed a lie about any man. Last week we heard the Free Staters were hiring gunmen to fight in the territory. Then you show up.
Well, I ain't one of them. Look, ask the kid. He's from the South.
That's right. Jimmy doesn't work for any fort.
I ain't talking to you. Talking to him.
Bring it up. What's going on here?
Hickok threatened us, Marshal. We're just defending ourselves.
That ain't so.
Hush up. You've been in trouble ever since you got here. I'm not gonna warn you again. You do your job and you get out of town or I'm gonna lock you up.
I guess Teaspoon was wrong about you.
You got a beautiful piece of land here, Gardner. Only beauty could pay your bills.
Well, things are looking up, Mr. McCoy. Them fellas from the Pony Express are coming out. Probably buy them all.
No, I hope you're right. Be ashamed to see the bank foreclose. We don't want this land bought up by slave mongers. Like that news fella, Fitzgerald.
That ain't gonna happen. Unless I don't get back to work.
I wish you'd reconsider and take the best offer.
I appreciate it, Mr. McCoy, but I ain't interested. Now, you gotta understand, all my life I've wanted a place like this. Somewhere I could settle down, raise a family. I'm sorry, Mr. McCoy, but I ain't selling my dream.
Afternoon, Mr. Gardner.
Afternoon.
Gentlemen, think it over, Gardner. These are troubled times we live in.
Came to look over your stock.
Well, you won't be sorry. I got some fine horses for you.
When can you mount a raid?
Tomorrow.
Good. Gardner is trying to sell horses to the Pony Express. I want him run off that land like the others.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Matthew, look at this.
Yeah, we'll have big news tomorrow. We're gonna burn out that slave lover Gardner.
What did he mean about burning out Gardner?
Oh, don't pay Brewster any mind. He just likes to shoot his mouth off.
Matthew, do you know something about these raids?
Only what I read in the paper.
I'm so glad you could come. I know how busy you both must be.
It's our pleasure, ma'am.
Ben mentioned the fight you had at the newspaper. I hope you don't have any hard feelings towards him, James.
No, ma'am. Marshall was just doing his job.
That's right. It's a terrible burden on him, you can't imagine. Nobody appreciates how hard it is.
Is there something wrong, Mrs. Turner?
It's just the way folks talk. They say Ben isn't fair. That's not so. He's a good man, decent man. He's always done his best to uphold the law impartially. This town won't let him. It's a horrible thing. They make you take sides, and then if you don't, everybody hates you.
Times like this, it's hard to know what to do.
I just don't want you thinking ill of him. Excuse me.
Mr. Turner seemed awful upset. Sure like to say something to the marshal.
I don't think the marshal's looking for any advice from us.
I just wish there was something we could do to help her.
There's nothing anybody can do. These folks got to figure out the problems by themselves. The sooner we get out of this town, the better.
That's the first time I've seen you turn your back on someone in trouble.
I ain't turning my back. I can just see when there's a problem that's bigger than I am. Now, ever since we've been here, these people have been dragging us into their fight. It's like we're walking into the swamp, and every step we take, we just get deeper and deeper.
Maybe if the marshal favored the Free Staters, you'd feel a little different.
That ain't so, and you know it.
Jimmy.
What?
I'm sorry, I had no cause to say that. It's just that I can see how this town got so divided. We just got here and we already set to arguing. Just think if you and I weren't friends, we might be on opposite sides of this thing.
Yeah, we might have been.
Just make sure that doesn't happen, okay?
It won't. There's a lot of work to do tomorrow. Let's go.
You go on ahead. I think I'm gonna stay here and get something to eat. See you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning. Urgent we talk. Meet me tonight. Yours. Harris? Is anybody here? Harris?
Drop the knife. Raise your hand. You're under arrest. Come on. Nice and easy now.
A noble voice has been stilled. A loyal son has been cut down in his prime. Are we going to let his death go unanswered? No! It's time we made these murdering abolitionists pay. I say an eye for an eye. Who's with me?
Would you just look at it, Marshal? It's a note Jimmy found. It proves he's telling the truth.
How do I know you didn't write it?
Because it's not my handwriting, damn it!
Trouble.
Well, I'd sooner die than let your kind take over. I would be glad to oblige.
I'll oblige both of you if you don't clear out of here. All of you go home and go about your business.
We want Hickok. Hand him over. Right now!
He's gonna stand trial.
That murderer don't deserve a trial. No! Give it to us!
I'm asking you to clear out and let the law handle this.
Whose side are you on, Ben? You siding with the Free Staters now? Yeah!
Shut up! You know me better than that. But I'm not going for any lynching.
You best remember who your friends are and get out the way.
Hush up!
Need any help, Marshal?
Teaspoon? Teaspoon Hunter?